service, our front pews are empty, but there is still a little bit of room in our second pews. If you would like to come and sit down there, you're more than welcome to. But if you sit in the front two rows, you're in the program. We would like to welcome you, number one. My name is Janice Logston, and this is Joan Nardiello. We are the co-superintendents of our Sunday school department, and we would like to welcome each and every one of you here tonight. We have a few surprises, probably a few things that we don't know are going to happen. But we'd like for you to sit back, relax, and just enjoy the program that the children have put together for you tonight. Joan's got her glasses on, so I think that we're just about ready to go. So if you would please stand. Not everybody's going to be seated, but if you would please stand. Turn to page 431, and we'll start our program by the singing of Let There Be Peace on Earth. During the Christmas season. For some of us, it's running around feverishly trying to buy Christmas presents or even trying to find that one certain Christmas tree. But back in the hills of the Sugar Ridge Community Church, tucked away in a holler someplace, there's a little community church that is having their Christmas program even as we speak. We would like to take you now to that place in that community back in the holler.
Brianna and Lacey Puckett were anxious. They wanted Jason and Jeffrey to hurry up. It was almost Christmas Eve. The boys were working as fast as they could to hitch Chester and their pony to the sled. Mrs. Puckett was giving last-minute instructions to her children. Daddy put the coal and buckets for you outside the mine. Just load it into Chester's sled and bring it to the church before dark. Mr. Atkins will be expecting you, so don't be late. They promised they would be on time and that they wouldn't miss the Christmas Eve play for anything. Mrs. Puckett reminded Jason and Jeffrey to wear their father's mine hat and to take lanterns, too. It would be dark by the time the children started home.
All right, Mom, you know what to do. Let's go, kids. We have a lot to do.
The snow was deep as the children started off. Their farm was far behind them. It had started to snow once again. What a perfect time for some Christmas carols, they thought. Why not one verse of O Come All Ye Faithful? And we ask all of you to sing with us.
Which is one of the
coal mine, singing as they went. Just as sleigh bells jingled as the mine cleared. Children stopped in front of the mine and loaded their sled with coal, bucket by bucket, until it was full. Their thoughts were on the joys of Christmas, not on their work. It was getting late, and they were beginning to worry just a little.
We might be late. We'll have to hurry, son.
They pushed on through the snow with their sled full of coal, thinking about the candy canes Pastor Atkins always passed out on Christmas Eve. Soon, they saw the widow Sample's house. Chester's sleigh bells were ringing, and small voices called out in the night air. Children began to worry about the missing coal and hoped their father wouldn't be too upset. But they knew it was too late to get any more and that the widow Samples really needed the coal to keep her children warm. It continued to snow, but the children plodded on toward the church. The snow grew deeper and deeper. Suddenly they realized how very quiet it was. The ridge was as quiet as Bethlehem on the first Christmas Eve. They began to sing, "O Little Town of Bethlehem."
All clear for the aisles.
Hezekiah's house, and they knew he had been real sick. They noticed his lights were on, but they were worried that maybe he was too sick to go to the Christmas clap.
Poor Hezekiah.
By now it was getting dark, but the children wanted to make sure Hezekiah was okay. They could see that his fire was almost out, and there was no coal in his bucket. They knocked. But all they could hear was his loud chorus. Snoring continued. Hezekiah's coal pile outside the house, but found nothing, only ice.
The only coal out there is what's left in our sleigh. We'll have to bring it in.
They all knew that Hezekiah sure about their father. And so they saved a few lumps of coal for the church, but only a few.
Merry Christmas! We brought you some coal. Wish you could come to just doesn't seem like he is by the way the fire since last night.
The children felt sorry for him and decided the best thing they could do would be to sing Silent Night. Very dark now, and cold and snowy, and the children knew they were really late. Soon they saw the church lights up ahead, and they could hear the choir singing. When they reached the church, they were afraid to go in. After all, they only had a little coal left, which Lacey wrapped in her scarf. They peered through the icy church window. The Christmas Eve play was well underway. Pastor Atkins was just talking about the three kings approaching Bethlehem. Without being noticed. But suddenly, Chester surprised them all. He let out with a loud horse sneeze. The sneeze woke up Scott McKinney's bulldogs who was sound asleep beneath the church floor. Well, Chester saw the open door, took one more look at the dogs who were growling all around him. Then up the steps he ran. Bang went the church door against the wall, crashed with the sound of horseshoes on the wooden floor. Suddenly, every head was turned toward the noisy latecomers, but Pastor Atkins cleared his throat and continued to tell the Christmas story.
The scriptures don't tell us exactly how many wise men there were. There could have easily been more than 3. There were camels, donkeys, and even ponies in search of the Christ child.
The only gift the children had for baby Jesus was the few pieces of coal that Lacey had in her scarf, which she gave to Mary.
A bag of fine ice and hope to keep little Lord Jesus warm on this cold night.
Can you imagine? A few lumps of coal were better than gold, frankincense, or myrrh.
After the play, every man, woman, child, and pony lined up to wish Pastor Atkins a Merry Christmas. He shook their hands and blessed them and gave them each a candy cane.
Best play ever, Pastor. Good play.
Those kids can sure keep a secret. Yes, I think they surprised a lot of people.
Come on, kids. There's a few questions to ask you on the way home.
The snow had stopped. The December sky was clear and full of stars. One star was especially bright that night. Even Chester seemed to notice it. The children paused to gaze at it.
News travels fast. Little Sam was telling me how nice you were to her and that she saw you at Hezekiah's house. I'm very proud of you kids. And Merry Christmas. You too, Chester.
Many wonderful Christmas Eves have since come and gone in the mountains, but the hill folk of the Sugar Ridge Community Church still talk about one special Christmas Eve when they were visited by journeying wise men, once upon a time. As soon as we get our stage cleared, another treat for you. We have a special way of wishing all of you a Merry Christmas tonight. We started this in Bible school, thanks to Lori Luther, and so here we are. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas. To Lacey and to me, because they filled in these parts this morning at 10 o'clock. The two children who were going to play those parts could not be here unexpectedly. So Lacey and Vinny, and thank you very much.
Joan, we all would also like to have we have something a little special for you and Janice. You hit that.
She says I have to say thank you. No, we could not do this each and every Sunday morning without the help of a lot of our helpers. Too numerous to mention. Some of them are mentioned in your bulletin. And now would be a good time? Sure. Wait a minute. Don't you move. The ladies don't see. These are gorgeous. Thank you. We had lots and lots of helpers during the, rehearsals. We had people helping with scenery and costumes, people prompting me on what I'm supposed to say. The first one we would like to thank is Shirley Odell. I think he's in the back, but he could probably hear me. I believe I'd like to have Billy Skinner Jr. come up, please.
Billy has been a jack of all trades for us. Come on out, Bill. Come on out here.
Come on out.
He doesn't know we're doing this tonight. Thank you for all your help.
No, he did everything. The next one I'd like to thank is Ella Bender. She is our very talented seamstress. Ella.
And within half an hour, we have it.
She wants no specific color. Do you want it tasseled? Do you not want what do you want to? We don't care. Just make it, and we know it'll be beautiful. Thank you.
And the same goes for George Cummings. All I have to do is say, George, how does that microphone work? And you know what? He's right here helping me out all the time. He's videoing the play for us tonight. So, George, would you come up?
We introduced Billy Skinner Jr. a minute ago, but now we know where he gets a lot of his talent from. You saw Chester in our sleigh. That horse and sleigh did not come like that on that nice little cart. Billy Skinner Sr. did that. I need him to come up, please. He also did our pole. Thank you, sir.
We could not have done this without the help of a lot of stage hands recording, okay? So when I call your name, please come forward. Barbara O'Dell. Hope Rose. Tori Dan. Nancy Ryder. Sandy Winkler. Harry Smith. And Jean Monroe and Lori Lutzer, and they also help Jean, Laura, and we can't forget Tom Logston and Kevin O'Dell. They also have a
She asked me if we got everybody, and I said, no, I said, we forgot one person. My friend, my confidant, my, yeah, everything. Thank you.
This is really for both of us because Janice and I work together hand in hand. Thank you very much.
This room by grandmother's mom.
Okay, it wouldn't be a worship service without an offering and food. The food comes later. We've had the singing, so we're going to have a short time. We're going to take a short time to have an offering. The 4 members of the youth group are going to pass the plates for us. And Joan, you want to say where the offering is going?
Last year, we took an offering as well, and we sent it to the children of Nicaragua and also to Quebec in Patterson, New Jersey. This year, we decided that the offering will be going to children in Mozambique. There has been an outbreak of cholera there, and they're in great need of medicine. So we thought that this would be a perfect way to celebrate Christmas by giving what we can to them.
Thank you, Joan. So, and because things like that often hit very close to home, one of the people who died in the outbreak of cholera in Maputo, Mozambique, was the brother of a missionary of the United Methodist Church who just commissioned last weekend. So this offering is in memory of Geraldo. So, where are my youth? At the offering place? And we have a song to sing. We will be singing Go Tell It on the Mountain, number 251. We'll follow that by a seat change. For those of you who are standing, there are some seats we just vacated up in the balcony. So if you want to take your chances up at the balcony, you're welcome to do so.
Sit down.
time with our children. We thank you for your unfailing love. And this time, we are returning some part of our treasures. Accept this gift with our heart and use this one, children's over the world. Lord, bless our Sunday school and Sunday school teachers and our Sunday school students and their parents. We pray in the name of our Jesus Christ. Amen.
And now relax. We're going to have a brief scene change. Janice has some introduction. Hey guys, let's do it.
People order me around. I tell you, some people's husbands. The kids that you're about to see now, I got questioned about that one time when I called them kids. I had an uncle that called me a kid until the day he died, and I was 43 when he died. But it was an affectionate term, and when I call these my kids, it's with my deepest affection that I introduce them. They are the youth group from the First United Methodist Church. Now, that's only because we meet here, because a very, very small number of the kids are actually from our church. We pull kids in from Laytontown, from Pomona, from Garnerville, I don't think we have anybody from Spring Valley. Just any kid in the community that would like to come and join in the youth group. The only requirement is you have to be 7th grade through high school. But we actually do have a couple of our kids who are now in college, and they still continue to come to youth group. The play that you're about to see, the Rosie Odell Show, was written by our kids. The last couple of years, they've decided for their Sunday school program that they would write a play each year. I hope you enjoy this one, as I think they've outdone themselves on this. We did go caroling this past Sunday, and we went to Rosie's house down in Nyack, and we caroled. The lights were on, but I don't think anybody was home. But we caroled anyhow to her little security camera, and we left her a note telling her what we were doing. But Rosie, I don't think you made it tonight. I think you're in LA, yeah. According to the TV, she's in LA this week. But, do I need to stall more? I need to stall more, they said. I don't sing and dance, so I'm sorry about that. Our president of our youth group is Jay Thomas, who's feverishly back here trying to get things organized. The star of our play, Ms. Rosie Odell herself, is the one and only Christina Odell. Christina, as some of you might know, has starred in a couple of the high school plays at North Rockland and has done very, very well. If she doesn't follow her career in acting, I'm not sure what she'll do. She'll have to act some way, somehow, to keep on going with it. She's very good. Oh, they're ready. Sit back, relax, and I welcome you to the Rosie Odell Show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing tonight? That's good. My name is Jay Thomas. As Jenna said, I am president of the First United Methodist Church Youth Group. I'm just curious, how many of you have seen the Rosie Odell Show before? That's good. That's very good. And for the rest of you who haven't seen it, just humor me. Raise your hands anyway, please. Thank you. Good. Makes me feel comfortable. I see a lot of familiar faces out there, which is great. Before we even start, I'd just like to thank all of you for your generous support you've given us throughout the years, and just for coming to see us tonight. We really appreciate it. Now, just a couple of things to mention to you. Yes, this is being done as close to the actual show as possible, so this is live television. So we have to practice a couple things before we start. I'd like to introduce you all to Mike Lennane, where he is our stage manager for the evening. As many of you know, the key to a great talk show of this caliber is audience participation. So we're going to request the help of you throughout the program at many different occasions. So Mike has various cue cards with him, Now when he holds them up, we would like you to repeat what they say. For instance, this one is applause. Okay, great. This sounds like a great crowd here, and I'm really excited about this. So, without further ado, we would like to start our presentation of the Rosie O'Dell Show.
Today's guests are Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus, Gabrielle, shepherds, wisemen, and musical performances from members of the First United Methodist Church Youth Group. Hit it, John.
Back in town, she can finally sit down. No more on the go.
You're gonna flip your lips. It's a whole show full of kids.
The Rosie O'Dell Show.
And now here's Rosie.
I saw Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat for the second time. It was better now than when I
bright colors, always wear your hair up. David, get out of here. Get this thing off me. Bye, Rosie. David, ladies and gentlemen. You know, John, I didn't have such a great night last night.
Oh, no, why not?
Well, for dinner, I had an entire box of these fudge-covered Oreo cookies.
Oh, Rosie.
Not you had these!
No, sorry, I had it.
Got it. I got some right here.
What are you doing?
I'm trying, Johnny.
Do I have to?
Yes, you do. Don't mind me, folks. Breathing. Hey,
What's that?
everyone. Come on.
All right, guys, what's the consensus here? Okay, decent? All right, we agree, they're pretty good.
You know, John, I do the same thing with those Lay's salt and vinegar potato chips. On the commercials, they say you can't eat just one, and frankly, that was bull. You know, I never was too excited for a thin, plain old Lay's. I need something solid, good shape, like a Pringle or a Ruffle. But then they came out with these new salt and vinegar potato chips, and I can't control myself. Anyway, time for kid jokes. Find my spot. This one was sent in by Jennifer Winkler of Stony Point, New York. If two's company and three's a crowd, what if 4 and 5? Come on. 9. Okay. This one was sent in by David Luther of Stony Point, New York again. Where can you find the most cows? Where? In New York! Okay, last joke, have enough last joke, because it's time to the test! Yeah! How did the piano get out of jail? How? It used its keys! Like keys on us. Okay. I hate it when I amuse myself. It annoys the audience and I know it does. And then there's that one person out there who sees me laugh and I know that gets it. And then I'm like a kid about to get punished. I can still hear my mom back in 1986. Well, there's nothing in church! Anyway, we have a great show for you today. In fact, here's the story of a girl named Rosie who was hosting a brand new TV show. She gets to meet her TV heroes. They make her all aglow. Here's the rundown of today's show. We've got Mary, Jesus, and his father Joe, with Gabriel, the shepherd, and some wise men. And that is all I know. We've got a great show, so please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this musical interlude.
Our first musical interlude of the evening, instead of commercials, will be from Christina Odell and Amy Gordon singing Amazing Grace.
She plays guitar too, what do you know?
I'm
parents who are angry because their love is born of man's child. Extra.
Well, actually, Joseph has been very supportive of the whole thing.
I find that hard to believe. You know how men are.
I mean, the stereotypical penny pinching, hard-nosed teenage male.
That's the one.
Not my Joseph. He's intelligent, sensitive, caring, and stuff in my best.
You think so, do you?
Oh, I know so. He's my husband.
Wait a second. I thought you weren't married when you conceived.
Right, but after the birth, we wed.
Well, let's meet this strapping young fellow. After a short musical break, we'll be right back. Jesus?
Well, actually, Rosie, it wasn't quite that simple.
Joseph so really wanted to stay in a barn.
Well, we needed someplace warm and dry today, so.
But really, a barn? There must have been great piles of...
Rosie, you're on live television.
I was going to say, hey, what about Mary's hay fever?
I think that was the reason for her concerns. Anyway, the baby was born, and we had the animals that was born.
Well, good thing you're not a chauvinistic pig.
Well, that's what I first saw my baby.
That's so sweet. Wait, I feel a musical break coming on. We'll talk to the little type right after this.
Our musical break is our kids. If we can have our kids come forward, please, our Sunday school kids.
musical act will be performed by Amy Gordon and Corinne Keeney, singing The Angels We Have Heard on High.
They're so good, you gotta hear these children.
And the
Oh, you know. I'm a serenader. And her, you don't know. Raindrops on roses and angels at Christmas, long flowing hair and bright silver mittens, angels that fly and Gabe, some on their wings. These are love, oh Gabe, holiday things. Did someone say hair? Oh God. While our little saint sleeps. I'm an angel, not a saint. Okay, go back to sleep. Now, wonderful, I'd like to hear some opinions on what happened that fateful night of December 25th, the year of our Lord, 1,979 years ago. Let's hear it from the farm animal caretakers. Shepherds, come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. John, tell them what they won.
It's a brand new car, Mr. Tom the Challenge. Let's prepare 3 2x4 pieces of genuine buzz cars. Prize package worth $73.99.
That sounds so familiar. Thanks, John. Anyway, sorry to bring you from your flocks, boys, but what is it exactly that you witnessed in the barn that fateful night? Well, tell me about it. I'm a little doubtful. From what I've heard. Oh my God. Anyway, this must have been quite a moment for that one-horse town.
What we got? Baby Jesus. The Son.
I've heard that Jesus is the Son of God 52,000 times already, and I still don't believe it. If I hear that Jesus is the Son of God one more time,
Get it together, girl.
sorry, a little spontaneous combustion. Anyway, first Mary tells me that Gabrielle, an angel, approached her out of the blue for no apparent reason whatsoever, and told her that she was miraculously pregnant. Then Joseph took her to Bethlehem and was too cheap to spring for a motel, so they bunked with some burros and the baby was born in a barn. And that is supposed to be the meaning of Christmas? Huh, I suppose you're going to tell me what we give gifts too.
As a matter of fact, our friend Mr. Watson is right now.
Now entering the sanctuary, the Lighters, 3 wise men. They claim to know the real story of Christmas. Currently at her desk is a man named Rosie, a non-believer. She's accused of not believing. These are not actors. They are actually they are actors. But watch it.
What is this, John Romperone?
They look like 3 wise women to me.
Actually, John. Well, excuse me on this one, but according to my notes, the book of Matthew, which reminds me, why these little sections in the Bible called books? I mean, they already have chapters. Why not call them the stories in Matthew or something? Okay. This whole episode doesn't make sense. As I was saying, John, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 2, verses 1 through 12, refers to them as wise men, not women. So there.
Look at them, Rosie.
What, our husbands are away on vacation? What do you want from us anyway? Well, we'll refer to you by your proper name then, wise men.
My friends Flossie Dingle and Sunny D will have to have a talk with you later.
Anyway, so tell me, why am I running frantic throughout the Nanuet Mall trying to find Tickle Me Elmo, Snoring Ernie, and Beanie Babies for Parker and Chelsea? Those are my kids. Well, I brought the new King Baby Jesus. Gold. I brought Frankie Pen. And I brought her. Well, that was very thoughtful of you. The first charity work for kids.
And the tradition continued ever since that fateful night.
But remember, it's supposed to be a peaceful gesture, not a respectful. Just because other people come on my show and give me gifts doesn't mean you should have God sent us his gift. A child. Get it?
Sunday school team, there are a couple people that we obviously have to thank. For one, we are in so much debt and gratitude to two people standing in this room. It's absolutely unbelievable. For the past 5 years, they have been our guardian angels, standing beside us, and no matter what happened, the good times and bad, through everything. Please, everything you have for Tom and Janice Loxton. We started this organization 5 years ago, and if it weren't for them, I don't think it would have made it past the first night. So thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate it. And I guess that's just about it. We want to thank everybody for coming out, especially the cast. They are fantastic.
Tom and Janice, we want to do something special for you as a youth group, but it's in the process of the making, so you're going to have to bear with us. You're sending us to the polka dot? Almost! Next group. Sort of. Well, it is in the process, so I hope you bear with us tonight. We would like to, we don't know how we're going to show you how much we love you, but it's kind of hard. But I mean, I could cry and kiss you on the cheek or something, but I don't want to make a spectacle myself, because I'm not famous for it.
Christina makes a spectacle. Actually, Christina, we do have one more thing. This is a surprise. None of the youth group know about this. Janice has a letter she'd like to read.
Last Sunday, are all my youth group kids out here? Yes. Last Sunday we went caroling, and we received a letter in the mail this past week. It was directed to Reverend Lee. As a busy professional woman, too much of my time is taken by work. I seem to spend an inordinate amount of time preparing for work, studying, and not focusing on issues that are probably of greater importance in life. This is particularly true during the holiday season. Rather than focusing on the real meaning of Christmas, I've been exhausting myself preparing lists of gifts, shopping, budgeting, etc. But the past 3 days have reminded me of what Christmas really is. On Thursday night, my husband and I decided that our cat's illness had reached a point where he needed to be euthanized. It was a heartbreaking decision, but one that had to be. In my adult life, I don't remember being so upset. I literally cried for hours because he was such a good pet. He brought so much love into that house and asked for nothing in return. In the grand scheme of things, the loss of a cat isn't much, but it is nothing in comparison to the greater losses that people suffer. But he was very special to me, and I thought that my heart would break on Saturday morning when I brought him to the vet. Following the veterinarian's procedure, I came home and cried some more. By Sunday, I thought I was cried out, but my sense of loss seemed greater than ever. At about 2:30 p.m., my doorbell rang, and a group of Christmas carolers were at my door to sing. It was like a tiny miracle. Their voices were sweet, the lyrics were heartfelt, and for the first time in days, my spirits rose. Why have I chosen to tell you about this? The carolers were from the youth group in your church. I know some of them because they are students of mine at North Rockland High School. When I told them what had transpired in the previous 24 hours, they sang some more. I really believe that it was a sign and a reminder of what the season is about. Not hundreds of dollars in gifts, but rather people bringing joy to others. Those children gave me a gift far greater than winning the lotto or any other material possessions. I have enclosed a check that I would like you to give to the youth director, Janice Logston. The money should be used in a way that will benefit the group, whether it be a small party or if they have a project that needs a little boost. Please extend to them my thanks for reminding me of the real spirit of Christmas. Sincerely, Mary Lou Dillon, who I believe is a teacher in the high school.
She's here.
If she's here.
Thank you, Mrs.
All 51 of them. I'm too old for this. I keep telling Tom that. I'm too old for this. But anyhow, you may go and sit down now.
It